Noah's Ark, the legend of the Great Flood. Hello, little explorers. Today I'm taking you back in time to a very ancient story, the legend of Noah's Ark. This tale has been told in different ways across cultures. Who knows, maybe it's real, or maybe it's just a fascinating legend. Let's dive in and find out. The beginning of the legend, the Great Flood. According to the story, there was a time when people made so many mistakes. God decided to cleanse the earth with a great flood. But God wanted to save a good man, Noah, and his family. God gave Noah a command: build a large ark and bring your family, along with a male and female of every animal. This way, life will continue on earth. Building the ark, Noah followed God's words and started building a huge ark. But this wasn't just any ship. It was a massive ark, big enough to hold all kinds of animals. It was so large that people called it the wooden giant. The sounds of hammering and wood being shaped filled the air as Noah worked tirelessly. The other people laughed at Noah. They didn't believe a flood was coming. But Noah never gave up and kept building the ark with faith and determination. Animals boarding the ark. When the ark was ready, something incredible happened. Elephants, lions, turtles, birds, rabbits, insects, and even tiny mosquitoes came to the ark, one by one. Noah welcomed them aboard, pair by pair. No one knew how they all knew to come, but it seemed as though they were called for this special mission. The flood begins. One day, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Thunder roared, lightning flashed, and the rain began to fall. It poured for days, weeks, even 40 days and 40 nights. The water rose higher and higher, covering the mountains. But inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the animals were safe. As the flood raged outside, the ark floated like a giant lifeboat on the waves. The animals remained calm, and everyone waited patiently for the storm to pass. A new beginning. Finally, one day, the rain stopped, and the waters began to recede. The ark came to rest on the top of a mountain, but Noah still wasn't sure if the land was safe. To find out, he released a dove from the ark. The dove returned with an olive branch in its beak, a sign that the water had receded and life could start again on earth. A few days later, Noah and his family stepped out of the ark. The animals followed, returning to their natural habitats. The sun shone brightly in the sky, and a giant rainbow appeared. This rainbow symbolized a promise from God that such a great flood would never happen again, a story told around the world. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a tale from one religion or culture. Similar flood stories are told all over the world. In Mesopotamia, the Sumerians tell of a great flood in the Epic of Gilgamesh. In India, the god Vishnu, in the form of a fish, warns Manu of an upcoming flood. He tells him to build a boat. In Greek mythology, Deucalion and Pyrrha survive a flood as the only human survivors. These stories may reflect how ancient people were amazed by nature's power. They sought to explain it through legends. Imagine this. Now imagine you are building a giant ark, filling it with hundreds of animals, and setting off on an exciting journey through massive waves. Which animals would you bring on your ark? What games would you play? And what stories would you tell as the rain poured outside? The story of Noah's Ark teaches us about courage, faith, and living in harmony with nature. It's an ancient tale that has brought hope and inspiration to people for centuries. So what about you? If you were in Noah's shoes, would you have the courage to build an ark like this?